YouTube, hello everyone, I'm Mini Dobby and this is Mini Diaries. Thank you for tuning back in, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you would have seen the episode where the engine was up and running. I have been out to a few shows and they'll be dropping in future episodes, so hit that notification bell and stay tuned for them. I have also been out yesterday and had mini weighed, so I can reveal that to you later, and that little adventure I'll stick on the end of this episode. But for now, before I go out and do a full road review and show you how well this is pulling for me, the subframe is moving far too much. It's a little bit embarrassing that I forgot to do these mounts, but I've managed to highlight the mounts where the subframe meets the body. They're still the old rubber ones. I've been out to my favourite shop this morning and picked up some solid alley mount ones, so I'm going to be fitting them. I've also got this week some stainless steel plates to fit to the floor on the inside where the lower mounts meet. They're already solid mounted down there, so I'm hoping to spread some load with these. It's a nice busy Saturday down here today. There's plenty of mini stuff going on, so I'm going to get this going and get my work done so I can take you out and hopefully show you how well this is pulling for me. So with my foot on the brake and the steering lock off, you can see when I wiggle the steering wheel how much the engine and the subframe in the front of the car are all moving. I do really need to get this nice and tight. I can feel it banging when I'm driving up the road. So the first thing to do is to jack it up and just drop that subframe out to give me enough room to slide the new alley mounts in. So we've got John's lovely frame red outside with Rick doing the wheel bearings on it today for him. I've got the Mini jacked up. It's on some railway sleepers under there. I've got the engine and the subframe being supported by a couple of jacks at the moment. Now it's time to start undoing everything. I've got to undo the shock mount, brake regulator, the engine steadies that mount onto the bulkhead. I'm also going to be squeezing under there somehow and hitting the lower subframe mounts as well, getting them off, and then I can take the top mounts off and lower the subframe down just enough to fit the new alley top mounts in there. There's probably some other bits that I forgot about, so let's find out along the way. So I had to take brace bars off to be able to undo the shock, which is attached to the body at the top there. I'm now getting in and under there to attach or to get onto the engine mounts to body. These nice tight ones here. So everything's loose now. I've just got the tower mounts to do at the top here. I've got the 34mm socket ready for that. Hopefully once they undo, I can then lower the engine and the subframe down on the jacks nice and slowly Hopefully it all goes to plan. I've only got to lower it down 1 inch and then I can fit the alloy spacers in and put it all back together again.
And becoming the best at it and mastering myself and seeing what I have within me. If you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you'll never ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you.
Hopefully you was able to see the subframe dropping down a little bit then. Me and Rick managed to do it nice and controlled. Actually looked like we knew what we was doing. Only needs to drop down 1 inch. That's now give me space. Take out the old rubbers. That could have been why the subframe was moving. I'm going to replace that with the alloy spacers. So you can see the spacer and you can see where it's gone really thin on the rubber. The alley won't do that for me. Nice and light as well. When the subframe dropped down, it meant that the solid engine mounts sort of fell off. It then gave me the opportunity to mark up these plates, and I've now drilled them. That's going to sit on the inside, sort of like that, and it will spread the load of the subframe and the weight on the front. But after seeing that moving yesterday, like I showed you earlier, I need to get it done before I go out and play anymore. Now it's time to put it all back together, because it feels like I've done half of my car and I've got stuff everywhere. So that's it. The engine's all back in. The subframe should all be back in as well. It should all be nice and tight, or it is all nice and tight. The days seem to have gone on for so long, but it's been such a good fun, or such a good laugh, putting this back together again. It's really handy knowing how you've built your own car. As the days gone on though, I've managed to start feeling more and more poorly, but I can't wait to get this done, get this subframe nice and rock solid, and then hopefully I'll be able to give it some beans. Burnout's coming. I've got the front end and the arches and the wheels left to put on. The day's running out. I have got a show in the morning to go to, so you'll probably pick a little bit of that up. The spacers, the alley spacers there, you would see that they're covered in copper slip. That's to help them from squeaking, or that's to stop them from squeaking. The lower solid subframe mounts, they were also difficult to line up. The floor plates on the inside, they don't look too bad either. They don't stand out too much. Being stainless steel though, they won't go rusty, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna carry on getting the rest of this finished up for tonight. You'll probably catch me in the morning when I'm heading out to the show, and I'll be able to do a bit of a road review for you then as well. Any questions to any bits that I've done, anything like that, always leave a comment down below. I always try to be as helpful as possible. Although I don't always know what I'm doing, I can still try to offer as much advice as possible. reason why I'm late, unless the speed bump. There's another one as well with learner drivers. It's another brilliant excuse to why you're late. Oh, positive learner all the way here. A few other things that I did miss was the added weight that I've put back into the car, as in the roll cage and these nice heavy steel frame bucket seats. So I'm almost there now. More speed bumps, but let's go and see how much weight I could have also put back into the car as well. So I'm here and I can't be late. If Rick's not here, he's even later than me, so he hasn't even got to know any of that. And I've done all that recording for it. Oh, you alright? Yeah, man. This is wicked. Could you hold this call and point this?
Well, are you talking as well?
Well, not this bit.
That's the back gun. Thank you. Cool.
So you ready for it? Done a quick little weigh-in and it comes in at 620 kilos. Look at that, how cool is that? Not far from 500.
But that could be 621 to 629.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter.
No,
it's less than 650.
And I don't know how much feels in there. So I did roll it backwards and forwards. Got the front and the back. The Mini looked so silly down on the Weighbridge there. Had to be quick because it is a working depot. It is cool that Rick's let me come and have a go. There's plenty of stuff about, so I'm not going to be in here too long. But how cool is that, everyone? 620 kilos. And thank you, Jonathan, for mentioning to get the front and the back weights in as well. That's pretty cool too to know. Another 4 litres. 620 kilos, Made it back to the yard, had a nice blast back with Rick. I've had a cup of tea now. I've also been able to have a look at the brake horsepower per tonne and the calculation for that. So my brake horsepower is 85, divide that by 620 kilos, maybe 625 kilos, but 620 kilos anyway. That's what it says on my ticket. Times that by 1,000 and that gives me 137 brake per tonne. Not sure what that compares to. I'm pretty happy with that. I know I can save some more weight, and that was also with a full
fuel tank as well. Almost, I only managed to stick another 4 litres in. The standard weight of a classic Mini is about 680 to 700 kilos. So with the added roll cage and possibly the heavier seats and maybe a few spots of filler here and there, I have saved myself some weight, and I have got that figure now. I don't know what that compares to. I've got to do some more research on that. But anyway, that concludes this episode. I've had a nice end of the day out with my mate. Got to chase him up the road. Please check out his Instagram, which is @Ricktopia. Also check out mine, and also check out our mini club, which is Granny Pawn Racing. Hopefully you're starting to see our ethos, which is fast minis and we build them ourselves. Hopefully you'll stay tuned for more of my adventures, more adventures with my retro race car. The next episode I'm going to be dropping is Broke Boys at the Farm. I went there a few weeks back. It was a wicked show, some great cars and some proper nice minis as well. So please stay tuned for that. There's plenty more still to come. Be safe and stay lucky. Divided by the weight times 1,000, so that's 85 divided by 620 times that by 1,000 comes in at 137 brake horsepower per ton. That comes in at 137 horsepower brake per